How's it look? Not too shabby. Alright, let's get to it. So I've got some frozen cod flakes I've been thawing in water here. Just put them in cold water. Got about 16 ounces worth. You want to get them as dry as possible, so I like to just use a regular hand towel. Because paper towels, you'll just go through so many paper towels trying to get these things dry. Thoroughly pat dry. Breading station, we're going to have half a cup of self-rising flour. A little bit of curry powder to that. Just mix it all together. Then we'll prepare our wet batter. A cup of self-rising flour. A teaspoon of baking soda. A teaspoon of curry powder. About a cup of lager or light beer. We'll just whisk that all up. Also, just a pinch of salt. All right, in a separate bowl, we're gonna have 1 egg white. And these are store-bought eggs, so I don't care about losing the yolk. I will not use my farm fresh eggs for this. And then we're gonna whisk that. Whisk that egg white until soft peaks form, or it's just slightly soft baked. Gordon Ramsay did not whisk his to stiff peaks, which his daughter pointed out. She says, those aren't stiff peaks. The struggle is real. If you do this with an electric mixer, it would be easier. I, however, do not have an electric whisk mixer. Alright, if it's good enough for Gordon Ramsay, it's good enough for me. I'm gonna layer those in. And we're just gonna fold those whites into the batter. This is still looking a little too thick for my liking. I'm gonna add a little more beer. That is looking better. Alright, then we'll prepare our chips. So we've got some Yukon Gold potatoes here. Just gonna peel those up. Then I'm just gonna square off those sides. Then we're just gonna shoestring those. All right, then we're gonna move all those to a tray. I'm just gonna pat them dry. We don't want them really wet. Looking good. We'll move those to a bowl. All right, then we're gonna get our oil started. Put a decent amount of oil, a couple inches. If I was just doing 1 or 2, like Ramsay was doing, I might pan fry it, shallow fry it, like he did, but I'm doing more, and I just want to be able to do more at once. Let's make our tartar sauce. All right, we got 1/8 of a cup of chopped gherkins. I'm just going to use a few dill pickle slices because I don't have gherkins. You can use pickle relish too. It's about 1/8 of a cup. Add that to the bowl. And we're going to add to that, I'm going to say 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, about 1/3 cup of sour cream. Oh, and then we have a shallot. Let's do a teaspoon of lemon juice. And then I have Tabasco sauce, but I was at Panera and they had these little packets. So I was like, hey, this will be easy. A little packet of Tabasco sauce for free. All right, so then just mix all that together. Now this is where it's at to me. All right, I'm gonna give that a taste. I'm gonna add another 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. All right, once that thermometer is 350. Oh, and we're there. So start with breaded fish here, cod fillet. Move those over to the batter. Then we're gonna just let that drip a little bit and just lay it away. Let that first part start to float and then drop the rest in. Make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom. Regulate our temperature. I'm gonna preheat the oven to 200. This can be a warming station for the fish. We're gonna move our tartar sauce over to a bowl for presentation. Make it look pretty. All right, this should be done. Put this rest over here. All right, I'm gonna turn off the heat. Move these over here, just to keep them warm. Those are good. All right, so we're gonna set these in the oven. Turned off now, so don't want to set a fire. We're just gonna do about maybe 1/3 of these. Yeah, let's try to do half. Meanwhile, let's cut up our lemon. Get this set up for presentation. All right, I'm gonna pull these out. Those are blanched, as Gordon would say. Let's wait for that oil to get back up to temp, and then we'll brown them up. All right, I'm gonna add these back. See if we can get some color on them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, those look great. Alright, let's get those pulled out. Season these with some seasoned salt. I'm just gonna plate up what we got. Right, let's just plate these up. These are still crispy, that's good. How does that look for thumbnail? Alrighty, got a plate here, some fish and chips. Alright, let's dig into it. Still hot. A little tartar sauce in there. Oh, I love that so much. I tell you what, fish and chips, this is good on its own. But you add that tartar sauce, it's all about the tartar sauce, baby. Oh man, I love that. Oh, I love that. That is so good. Here, got a little fries. I think if I'm making this for a group, I'm gonna do single portions at a time. I wanted a thumbnail, but of everything done all at once. But I think doing a little bit at a time, maybe having a pan for the shallow frying, another pan for the fries, then you can just keep turning them out. Turn out the fries in one batch, and then on the other hand, you're doing 2 fillets at a time in the pan. I think that might be the way to go if you're serving a group of people. And I have done this recipe before, serving a group of people. And that's kind of how I did. I don't know if I had the 2 pan set up. I think I might have. But that's kind of how I would go about it, because it's kind of hard to do everything all at once and then have everything ready all at the same time. Ideally, you want to feed people their fish as soon as it's out of the oil. You don't want to have to let it sit in the oven for 15-20 minutes. So this did. It's still very crispy and equally as delicious as when it first came out. So I love this recipe. I've made it multiple times. Chips are good in the tartar sauce too. Whoops, can't even eat. This is a great recipe. I love it. Give it a shot. Hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. This is probably the 3rd or 4th time I've made this recipe, so peace out.